So also I'll just share you my screen. So some of our friends are having difficulty joining the meeting on Thursday. I don't know why. Yeah. So can you see my screen by now? So is my trading view visible for you? I think so. Aditya's screen that is continuing to be shared. Okay, I hope my screen is visible to all of you by now. Okay, so here once again we have taken out the charts of US oil. Okay, that is crude US oil charts is what we have actually taken out. Now, as I already mentioned to you yesterday, the reason why we look into the US oil charts is for the continuity. So when we look into the Indian MCX market chart, okay, Indian market MCX charts, if you look at it, we really don't have the continuity over there. But if I have a look at the US oil charts, we have continuity because internationally the market closes only for 2 hours. Early morning 4 o'clock it opens and it closes late night 2 o'clock. Okay, that is from early morning 4 to late night 2 o'clock. The crude oil markets are actually open globally. Okay, so keeping these things in mind, let's kind of actually just move forward and do what we refer to as a TDA. I'll just write it down. So let's do what we refer to as a TDA, also called as a top So we're getting started with the TDA, which is also referred to as a top-down analysis to get started out with. So first and foremost, let's have a look at the charts of US oil in the larger time frame. That is the daily time frame. So here, if we are to look at the charts of crude in the larger time frame, I know that crude has been bearish. Okay, that is like lately for the last couple of months, the pricing of crude oil has been pretty much bearish. Then finally, it managed to find a support somewhere near the $73 marks. So after being completely bearish for a good duration of time, it just manages to find a support somewhere near the $72.7, $73 marks. Okay, so now after finding a support over here, so I hope you guys are already familiar with what support and resistance is. Aditya must have already spoke about the same. So after finding a support or identifying a support at this particular level, we just happen to realize that the support level is actually getting broken, or in fact the support level got broken, the price fell down a little bit, and now again it is actually picking up. So what could this level potentially act as? So this was an old support level that got broken, and after the support level getting broken, the price actually just fell down. Now it is actually picking up. So what could this old support level act as at this point in time? What do you feel about it? So this is an old support level. So after the support level is getting broken, what could this level be currently acting as? This was the old support we had. So what do you think? What could this level be converted to, or what could this level potentially act as at this particular point in time? So just feel free to answer. You might be right or wrong, but just make sure that you're giving an attempt to answer at least. So this was an old support level. Suppose the old support level getting broken, what could this? Yeah. So we're getting a lot of answers on the chat box, and you guys are right. The old support level will basically be converted to the new resistance. Okay. So if initially, so if it was actually acting as the old support, now hereafter this could potentially act as a resistance. And here I'm looking at the charts in the daily time frame. That is the larger time frame. The daily time frame is what I'm looking at as far as the charts are concerned. Okay. Now, after looking at the charts in the daily time frame, I understand that okay, the broader trend of crude has been that the broader term trend of crude has been bearish. It found a support, broke the support, and managed to fall down. Now again, the price is actually picking up. It sounds like the support is going to be converted to the. It sounds as if the support level is actually going to be converted to the new resistance level. So now what I'm going to do is from the daily time frame charts, I'm getting down into the shorter time frame. That is like I'll get into the hourly time frame charts of crude itself. So from daily, I'm kind of actually getting down into the hourly time frame. Okay. So here though we have actually just got into the hourly time frame charts of crude. Okay. So where do you think, looking at the charts of crude oil in the hourly time frame, where do you think could be the next potential resistance? So for crude oil, in this case, where do you think could be the next potential resistance for crude? Looking at the charts, what do you feel about it? So just let me know. We're looking at the charts in the hourly time frame. So where do you think we could potentially have the next resistance? So we're getting answers like 72, 72.65. Okay. Yeah, 72.65 looks like a resistance that is still around $1.5 away. Then apart from that, if I'm to identify some levels, I could potentially have a level over here. I could say that right now where the price of crude is trading. So I could potentially say that wheresoever the price of crude oil is currently trading at, this also corresponds to a level. This has been a level that has been tested over here. Earlier it has been finding a support over here. So now again it is actually finding a resistance over here. So I could also say, or I could potentially say that this is also holding good as a level. So initially it was actually holding as a resistance support. Later on, it got converted into a resistance lately. So now again it is actually holding as a resistance. Okay, in the hourly time frame. So if I'm to look at it in the hourly time frame, I could potentially say that this is more or less acting as a level. So from here, from the hourly time frame, again, if I'm to shift to the 15 minutes time frame. So what do you feel about it? So here, though, if I'm looking at the charts of crude oil in the 15 minutes time frame, what do you actually feel about it in the 15 minutes time frame? How do the charts of crude oil look like? So what do you feel? Just let me know based on your current understanding about support and resistance levels, all these things. So what do you feel it is like looking like at the moment? So at the moment, how do you think the charts of crude oil is looking like? Okay. So at the moment, if I have a look at it, crude once again looks as if it is testing a significant level. Okay, there is on the resistance side. Here, though, I have seen rejection. Here, I'm just seeing some sort of a confusion taking place. I can't really say that the price is actually going bullish or the price is actually going bearish. So this is that particular phase. That is, I would say that from the last 1 hour, crude has been in some sort of a confusion phase where it really doesn't know whether it has to go up from this particular support, sorry, from up from this particular resistance, or it kind of actually has to fall down from this particular resistance. So in simple words, I would say that crude is more or less in a confusion point at this particular point in time. Okay. So keeping that in our mind, let me kind of actually just move forward. So 15 minutes time frame though, I kind of actually see there's some sort of a confusion. Okay, so let's think about two scenarios. So first scenario is, let's assume that crude oil is going to break this resistance level and move up. So as we already discussed, if it is to break this particular resistance level and then it is to continue moving up, I could potentially expect a move to somewhere near $72.4, correct? So 72.4 could be an anticipated movement that I can actually expect from the market if crude is to basically break above this particular resistance and continue moving up. Now, what if, on the other hand side, crude is to fall down from this level? What do you think in that case? So what do you kind of actually think could be the potential scenario if crude is to actually face rejection from here and fall down? Till where can I expect the crude oil pricing to fall down if crude is to face rejection from here and continue dropping down? So just let me know through the chat box till where you will expect. Below 70, 70.26. Okay, so as some of you guys have already been mentioning, if at all crude is to face rejection from here, the support level that I would identify for myself would be somewhere over here. That is somewhere near 70.05. That is, if it is to fall down from here, I could potentially expect crude pricing to kind of actually come down to this particular level. On the other hand side, if crude is actually to pick up from here, I could potentially expect crude pricing to come up to that particular level. On the other hand side, if crude pricing is to actually fall down from here, I could potentially expect the pricing to kind of come down till this particular level. Okay, if it is to pick up, though, I can actually expect it to come up till here. If it is to come down, though, I can actually just anticipate or expect it to come down till this particular point. Now, let's think about what would be the kind of risk associated, and if at all we have a price action pattern formation at this particular resistance. So here, though, I'll once again make it clear. So we started looking at the charts of crude oil in the larger time frame, that is the daily time frame. And we saw that the broader term trend associated with crude oil has been bearish or has been negative for the last couple of months. So after that, when I'm kind of getting down into the shorter time frame, like the hourly time frame, I just happen to see that right now at this particular point. I'll just do it once again. So if I'm to look at the charts in the daily time frame, I just realized for myself that in the larger term or in the broader term, crude oil has been bearish itself. So right now, though, we kind of actually had some sort of a pullback towards the old support level. It's kind of approaching the old support level that could potentially be converted to the new resistance. Now, from the daily time frame, if I'm getting down into the hourly time frame, once again, what I'm realizing is it is at the resistance level right now, and we see some sort of a rejection coming in. So in the hourly time frame, what is the price action that we see over here? Can you please tell me? So just before this, you had a meet. So price action wise, how does it look? It's kind of like a inverted hammer that we kind of actually see. We kind of actually see some sort of a good rejection coming in from the top. Okay, the price tries to pick up, and some sort of a good rejection is actually just coming in from the top in the hourly time frame. So now next, if I'm switching down into the 15 minutes time frame, once again the price action out here that I'm just witnessing for myself is, yeah, crude oil is actually managing to find a resistance over here at this particular resistance level. And I already figured out for myself the broader term trend is also bearish. So obviously, what kind of setups shall be more favorable? Is it going to be buy side setups or sell side setups? What do you think? If at all I'm to take a trade, take out a trade in crude, what kind of an opportunity do you think would be more apt from my side to look into? Is it a buy side or is it a sell side? Just let me know to the chat box. Email and get my answer. So what kind of an opportunity do you think I shall be looking out for? Shall it be a buy side or shall it be a sell side? So when I'm speaking with respect to the overall trend, everything. So those of you who are not answering, please let me know. Sell, but it's in hourly it's uptrend. Okay, I totally agree with that. Sell, buy, buy, buy. Price is okay, go with the trend. Now buy, like broader term trend. Okay, we're getting a wide variety of answers. I'm really happy that you guys are all participating. Okay, I appreciate that. Go with the trend, buy. Broader term trend, sell. Okay, now let me tell you my particular perspective. So I will actually go always with the broader term trend. So in the larger time frame, so for example, the daily time frame and all, I see for myself that the price has been continuously been bearish. Okay, and in the hourly time frame, I totally agree with the fact that, as you said, the hourly time frame, though, the start is actually looking continuing to look bullish. But in the larger time frame, that is like the daily time frame, it is still continuing to be bearish only. So I will be looking forward to sell side opportunities. I will be interested in selling it over here. So probably like if this particular swing level is getting broken, I'll be interested or I'll actually be keen on shorting it, keeping this to be my target. This is something that I would be interested in doing, and keeping this to be my target and this above this particular swing level to be my stop loss. Now, on the other hand side, let's kind of actually say that I want to go for a buy. I will not at all be interested in buying as long as this major resistance is getting taken. So, as I already discussed with you, this is definitely going to act as a strong level. So, as long as the price is not coming above this particular territory, I won't be looking interested in looking out for any kind of a buying opportunity. Okay, so as long as the price is actually below this or at this particular level, still I'll continue to look out for short side opportunities. So today we'll kind of actually just wait and watch and see whether we are to get a short side opportunity. So purely based on price action, this looks like a buy where you probably would kind of actually just go ahead with a buy somewhere at the high breakout with your stop loss at the low, keeping this to be your target. But as I mentioned to you, I always like to trade in the direction of the broader term trend and not in terms of the shorter term trend. That's like the hourly. I'll always kind of go ahead with the daily time frame and what is the trend getting from here. So that's the reason I told you I'll be more keen or I will actually be more interested in selling side opportunities once the swing low is getting broken with my stop loss or the swing high. So we'll actually have to wait for a while because we'll kind of actually have to wait for a little bit time for the swing level to be taken out, but it's fine, no problem. So just see, and also I'll actually show you how to place and order all those stuff. So the price is continuing to pick up, but let's see. So I'll also show you like how to do this with crude, crude, all those things. How to add crude mini. Recording will be shared, man. I'm driving home. Please, you please drive. I'll show you the recording. How to add or how to trade crude mini. I'll show you that. So first of all, what you have to do is you have to just go and take out your broking account. So I'll show it to you in 5paisa. So 5paisa is actually what we are using for commodity trading. So once you have basically taken out your demat account, then the next thing that you shall be doing is just search for crude oil. And the second thing that you see, okay, so first I have crude oil, MCX futures, 19th April. And the second option that I can definitely just have for myself is written as crude oil M. So this crude oil M is what we refer to as crude oil mini. So yesterday when I was actually speaking about it, I kind of actually told you that crude oil one lot is 100 barrels. So one mega lot of crude oil is worth 100 barrels, whereas one mini lot is only 10 barrels. So 1 rupee move is happening, the profit or loss that you're going to make is that 1 rupee into 10. Whereas when you're trading the mega lot, so there is a 1 rupee move happening. the profit or loss that you would kind of actually end up making is going to be 1 into 100, 2 into 100, 3 into 100, 4 into 100, 10 into 100, and so on. So that's the difference. So when you're trading mega lots, the lot size is 100 barrels. Whereas when it kind of comes to mini lots, the lot size that you kind of actually trading is just 10 lots. And I hope you understand that. Okay. If you want to trade it in mega lot, you would need, or ideally, you would require a margin of like 2.5 lakhs for proper risk management. You can do it 1.6 lakhs also. But for proper risk management, it is recommended you have around 2.5 lakhs. Whereas when you want to trade in mini, all you need to keep is just 25,000 for one lot. Okay. Can you show in Zerodha? I think most of us will be using Zerodha. The reason is I don't have a trading from Zerodha. So if you are using Zerodha or 5paisa, they're the same thing only, man. So it is basically the same thing only. There is no difference, whichever broker you have to use. Okay. 5 is also same. There is no difference. So just search for whichever product you need to trade. If it is crude oil mini, so crude oil M would be there. Normal crude oil, it would be crude oil. Okay. So right now we have been looking into the price action, or we have been looking into the levels in the US oil charts, and I hope you must have actually seen that we have been throughout looking at all these levels in the US oil chart. So it has been always the US oil charts that we have been looking at. So for you, if in case like you are someone who are from India and trading the India markets, what we should be looking is we should look into search for crude oil. The charts shall be taken from MCX. So right now I see that the price has been like picking up. So it is at 5890. So we are more interested in shorting this once this particular swing low is getting taken off. We expect a downside fall to come in once this particular swing low is getting broken out. Okay. So as far as we are concerned, we are more interested on the shorting side as compared to the buying side. If it breaks a range high, then we'll change our view or not. If it breaks a range high, also we are not going to change our view as long as the previous significant resistance level is not getting broken. So as of now, as long as the price is trading below the significant support, our outlook is continuing to be bearish only. So only if this particular resistance level is actually getting taken off, we'll start considering looking out for buy side opportunities. I hope that part is clear. So now what I'm kind of actually going to do is till the time we kind of actually just wait for an opportunity to come. I would be taking some questions from your end because probably we'll have to wait for a while for our opportunity to just come in. We probably will be having to wait for a while. So once again, I'll summarize what all things I did. So this is a purely discretionary setup, and I'll tell you like what the risk reward ratio, all those things followed here. So first of all, you get started by looking at the larger time frame, that is the daily time frame, and you figure out for yourself what has been the broader term trend for the stock. So broader term trend means in the last couple of months, how has the trend been behaved? Yes, so I see the last 3 days it has been bullish. But overall, if I'm to speak about it, that is broader term. So if I'm speaking about it, it's continuing to be bearish only. It has also managed to break the significant support. So I see that yeah, a significant support level has been broken, and on the broader term, though, the trend is actually continuing to be bearish. So now when the price is actually just picking up, what I'm anticipating is this all support level, the all support level we kind of actually have will more or less be converted to the new resistance. That is, the prices to bounce or pick up from here. The all support that we kind of actually have out here in this case is basically going to be converted to our new resistance level, and we can check out for rejection from there also. However, when I'm coming into the hourly time frame, I also realize that right now wherever the price is also corresponding to a resistance level as far as the crude oil pricing is concerned. So let me have a closer look. I see some sort of an inverted hammer like rejection. Now the next follow-up candle that is getting formed is actually bullish. So we'll see what is happening here. Let me get into the 15 minutes time frame. In the 15 minutes time frame, that is the shorter time frame. Once again, crude oil is actually looking bearish to us. Okay. So overall, like when I kind of actually see, majority of the factors are actually on the bearish side for me to trade. So that is exactly the reason why I'm also interested in taking out for short side or negative side opportunities, provided that this particular swing low is getting taken off. So provided that this particular swing low is getting taken off, I can consider checking out for shorting opportunities. And let me figure out what would be the potential risk reward ratio in this case. So what do you feel the risk reward ratio is going to be in this case? If at all I'm to take this particular trade like this, that is straight away, and this particular low, I'm going to go for a short with my stop loss at the high. So what do you realize or what do you kind of fact observe to be the risk reward ratio? So what do you actually feel is going to be the risk reward ratio? Straight away, this particular swing low is getting better. It is just going to be 1:1.2. Okay, so if I'm to speak with respect to the support level or the swing low level getting straight away broken, then I just realized or uh, uh, yeah, so it is 1:1.2. So is it good enough? So do you think this is actually good enough? So we are taking out a trade or we are kind of like taking up an opportunity with a 1:2 risk reward ratio. Is not good, correct? As I mentioned to you, whenever we are going to do direction trade, the chances that you're kind of actually going to be making money is only 50-50. That is out of 10 trades that you're going to take, half of the trades you're going to fail, and it's only half of the trades that you're going to win. So taking out an opportunity with a 1:1 or 1:1.2 doesn't make sense because bare minimum, so you need something like a 1:2. Okay, so we'll just wait. So even though now straightforward, if I have a look at it, the risk reward ratio seems to be 1:1.22. There is a high likelihood that by the time we are to kind of actually get out an opportunity, or by the time we are to kind of actually get out a trade, the risk reward ratio even gets better, and we'll be able to capture it maybe with something like a 1:2, or even maybe better than that. So we'll just wait for some time and just see how it goes. So price is coming down. Let's see. So anything you want to ask me till then, you can actually ask. Okay, so again, we are seeing some sort of a rejection coming in. Let's see the price action formation. I'll go for a short. And let me tell you, like, we'll have to wait. Okay, so some people think that, okay, as soon as the session starts, you'll get a trade. No. So as far as trading opportunities are concerned, you'll actually have to wait a lot. So we see some sort of selling coming in, but it's not good enough. So we see some sort of, as I mentioned to you, we can definitely see some sort of a selling pressure coming in, but this selling pressure is actually not good enough to consider shorts. Shall we also take trade? That is up to you, man. Can we set? Yeah, you can set alerts. Are we also gonna get some system? Yeah. Yesterday you mentioned. Can you please explain? Okay, yesterday I was actually mentioning about the relation between US dollar and different countries. Correct. So US dollar currency, US dollar is actually pegged against the Middle East nations currencies. That is, it is matched against each other. The US dollar is more or less matched against the other currencies, like the Middle East currencies. So the break-even point is going to be 2 points if you're trading like one lot. More than that, it will be lesser than 2. Which time frame is suitable for trading crude? So if you're a full-time trader or whatever trader you are, so majority of the opportunities actually come in the evening hours. Tomorrow, Nifty view. What are we doing, man? Like you're doing something else. What is the status of the natural gas arbitrage? I'll just share it with you. Best indicator. I don't know anything. What is the relation between Fed interest rate change and crude price and basement? Okay, it's a broader area. I'll come into that later. So not getting into it for now. Okay, arbitrage rate, since I have already discussed with you, I'll show you the status. I think it is in a loss. So the arbitrage that we have right now, okay, it is in a small profit. That is around 4,000 rupee profit. Okay. So we see some sort of a bullish price action getting formed over here. Let's wait. But as I mentioned to you, I'm not interested in any longs right now. I'm keen on the short side. So as long as we don't have a short, so we're not going to take up a trade. Because we have just made up in our mind that we are going to be taking only shorts. Okay. So guys, I'll give you a chance to just unmute yourself and ask questions because I think this is going to take us some time. So you can actually feel free to unmute and ask queries. Yeah.
Hari, hi, this is Anil from Pune.
Yeah, hi Anil.
Hey, I'm really appreciate you asked us to join for this course, and it's really wonderful your teaching is there. I have very basic question. Why we always see the WTI crude for the future Indian future comparison? Is it very necessity to see that and then do for the trade for our future?
Okay, I'll kind of give you the reason. Yes, when it kind of comes to trading in India markets, no. Okay, so one challenge or one limitation that we would potentially have is Indian markets actually open at 9 a.m. and it closes at 11:30. Okay, but the problem is international markets are continuously traded. So international markets, if you kind of actually speak about it, the trading hours is such that it opens early morning 4 o'clock and it closes at late night 2. So more or less, it is like a 24 hours market, correct? And in between, you have the pre-open, all those stuff. So you can consider it to be almost 24 hours.
Yes.
So, yeah. So what happens over here is when we are looking at the price action of crude in the Indian markets, we have a good chunk of data that is discontinuous.
Hmm.
Okay, discontinuous in the sense, how do you kind of actually say after the market closes at 11? Okay, like we really don't have any data that would be plotted on the charts. So what about the price action? So the price action would be discontinuous when it kind of comes to trading crude in the looking at the price action of crude in the Indian markets. On the other hand side, when we speak about looking at the price action in US oil, it is going to be continuous because it is going to be active throughout. I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, correct. Okay.
So it is because of discontinuity.
Okay.
Okay.
So the exact scenario, what exactly happened with the crude oil, entirely global.
Repeat again.
So I was saying here we get the scenario, what exactly happening in the global market. So that's why we trade in our Indian market.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Hari. Much appreciated.
Hari, this is Mungan here from Bangalore.
Yeah,
So you marked an important level of crude oil in US oil in a USD chart, right?
Yeah.
And then now what you opened is crude oil futures in MCX chart. So
Yeah.
how that level and this level will be marked up? Will be matched?
Okay. So just realize that see what kind of actually happens is the levels that you kind of actually mark in the US oil charts will be the same that you get in the Indian market chart also. Because as I mentioned to you, Indian market MCX, US oil is actually considered to be the reference for MCX price movements.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay, got it. And one more doubt. So now futures you are showing the futures chart you are showing. Can you show the options charts and can you show whether we can take a put option or a call option in the crude oil in the current scenario?
You can trade with options. You can actually trade with options premium also that you can actually do. So,
yeah, can you show because we don't know how to choose a strike price and current scenario what if
now the thing is, okay, if at all you want to trade in options, okay, by any chance,
yes.
I don't recommend much to trade in crude options because of liquidity issues and all. But by any chance, if you still want to trade in crude options, what you should always be doing is trade with other money. So, for example, over here, if I want to trade like 5,900 call, I can actually see.
Okay.
So, crude oil you can actually see over here, no?
Yeah, 5,900 call, yes.
17 April expiry is currently trading at 252 rupee.
Okay.
If you want to go for a buy, you can buy the other money option. Same way, if you want to go for a sell, you can go with an other money option. I'll actually show you some trades. Don't worry. Like, no more
yeah.
See. Okay.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, hello.
Sir, ಕನ್ನಡ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ನಮಗೆ?
ಕನ್ನಡ ತಿಳಿಯಾದ.
सर ओके हिंदी में बात कर रहे हैं. क्रूड ऑयल में स्कैल्पिंग कर सकते हैं क्या?
क्रूड ऑयल में स्कैल्पिंग इतना इजी नहीं है. इजी नहीं है क्रूड ऑयल में स्कैल्पिंग. Like we are not doing any scalping.
Okay.
Hi, good evening,
Hello.
sir.
Hi, Nitin. How are you?
I am good, sir. How are you?
Good, man. See, today, no, what happened is, like the algo kind of actually didn't because of some glitch, the execution didn't happen in the first order accounts.
Okay.
Else, though, we were up 0.5% today.
It was an expiry date.
Yeah, hard luck.
That's why I'm asking.
Hard luck. In fact, I came to know this only in the afternoon because it wasn't informed about this particular, like the broker had some sort of a problem that the execution didn't happen.
So it shouldn't happen the next time, no?
Yeah. So the thing is, like, see, because of that issue, the entire thing didn't happen. Entire trading thing didn't go through. Okay. Because else the problem is that let's say that some error is coming in between, we can't do anything, no?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
All right. No problem, sir. No problem.
Hello.
Hari, one
Sir,
more
this is Yogesh Prasad from Thane.
Yeah, hi Yogesh.
Sir, I just wanted to ask you this thing. In trading view, if we plot an indicator for support and resistance, because we are very weak in the technical analysis, what I have observed is the crude oil takes the support and then it rises up. And then when it reaches that resistance level, it automatically falls. I think somebody was asking about the scalping over there. Can we do a scalping in that manner?
I'm not making a comment on this because this is not something that I do, right? So it's better I don't speak.
Okay.
So it's not something that I do, so it's better that I don't speak about it.
And sir, unfortunately, I missed the lecture yesterday, and
you'll get
today
the
also I joined at 8 o'clock. I will go to the recording, no doubt. But is there some strategy which we follow in this whole thing?
Today we have actually discussed something discretionary, how you can actually just take up a trade based on a top-down analysis. So we are just waiting to take a trade with a favorable reward ratio as soon as we get it.
Okay. Sir, can we get this trade in our app also? This crude oil app, whatever we have downloaded.
You will actually get alerts on it. So how to use it, you'll be informed. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, is there any sort of deliveries during the expiry for this? Nothing.
No. Obviously not. Your broker will square it up before itself.
Even if it is options also, it's the same thing, right?
Anything your broker will square up because crude and all, how will we take delivery? Not possible, no?
Hari, hi, Sachin here.
Yeah.
And one more, like for commodity crude oil, liquidity is less in options, right? As you told. But futures means it requires huge capital, no? So only the huge players can trade in commodities. Is that right?
See, other things, let it be crude or let it be anything. So crude oil, as I mentioned to you, you can also trade crude mini, no?
Crude mini, which is 25,000.
Yeah, crude mini, so you can actually trade. If capital is your concern, trade crude mini.
In futures, right? Mini futures.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any weekly expiry, sir, in options? No, only monthly expiry.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Hari, hi, one question. This is Sachin here. Firstly, thanks very much. It's a very insightful session.
Yeah.
Just one basic question. Right now, it is trading at 5886.
I can't hear you. Repeat again.
Yeah. So right now, I can see crude oil is trading at 5885.
Okay.
So what will be our? I mean, when you do a short sell, normally it is recommended that you do an outside the money. Here in this case, you're referring to you're advising that we should be taking an at the money trade. So what?
We are not selling. See, I spoke. If at all you want to buy option, somebody was asking the question if I want to buy options rather than trading in futures. That is when I mentioned you shall actually be buying an at the money call or an at the money put if at all you want to do it. Got it?
All right.
So once again, making it specific, somebody asked me if at all I want to go for a directional trade with buying options, what shall I be doing? That is when I mentioned you shall actually be or an at the money put. Fine.
Understood. And are there any situations where when you go for a out the money call?
See, I personally trade in futures only. Okay. And if at all I want to do it as a strategy, I'll do it as an option strategy, risk defined, because crude and oil is a commodity, man. It can, like crude once came down to zero also.
Understood.
Okay. So crude oil actually had kind of actually come down to zero also. The price of crude oil has actually kind of come down to zero also. So don't take a chance of trading crude without naked position and all, because see, let's say there is some war happening. Can you say that there is no war going to happen when you are trading? No, it can happen. Maybe now a war can outbreak. And crude prices will just swing like crazy. So always do it as a risk defense strategy if at all you do it now.
Understood. Okay, thanks. So we'll go to the strategies in the future videos, I think, right?
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
So right now at this particular point in time, I see crude is finding hiccup to pick up. Okay. So crude is finding a hiccup to pick up at this particular point in time, and it's actually at the resistance only. Okay. So whenever we get a setup with a favorable risk reward, we can go ahead and take a shot. So let's see. Okay, so now crude is actually just rising. So let me tell you, like, I'm not, see, I really won't take a bullish side trade right now. But since many of you were kind of actually asking like how you can actually trade in options and all, I can show you a demo trade, a dummy trade. And this is not something that I want to do. So once again, let me just make it clear. I myself want, okay, until and unless I just want to show it to you how to take an options trade, I myself won't be taking this trade. I'll just quickly show you a dummy trade just for the sake of showing you. Okay, so as I mentioned to you, I'm only interested in the short side. Let me once again repeat it. I'm interested only in taking out a trade on the short side, and I'm not kind of actually interested in taking a trade on the long side at this particular point in time. But just for the sake of your understanding, I can actually show you a long side trade. If the highest, the swing high is getting broken, I'll simply show you a long side trade on crude options. Okay. Somebody was asking arbitrage, as I told you yesterday. Yesterday also we had this arbitrage opportunity. So now it is running at a profit of around 4K. So would you guys like to see a dummy trade? As I mentioned to you, I'm interested only on short side opportunities right now. But would you like to have a look at a trade on the long side just for the sake of demonstration? Would you like to see that? Just let me know yes or no, guys. If you want to see, I can actually show you. Okay. This is just for the sake of it. So I'll kind of actually show you some dummy trades in crude mini as well as crude options. So see how you place an order and how you set up a stop loss. I'll show you. So crude mini 5899 is the shown price. So all you have to be doing is, so 5899 is also the price over here. So let's assume that I want to take up a trade over here to go for a buy exactly when the high is getting broken over here. And that is corresponding to like 5902, keeping my stop loss at somewhere at 5846. Risk reward, nothing is being satisfied over here. I'm not looking into any risk reward anything right now. Just showing you for the sake of it. Okay. So let's place a buy order at 5903 with a stop loss at 5850 something. Let's go ahead, place a buy order. In the center here. So stop loss orders, all those things. I don't think it is permitted right now. 5903. Okay, we'll just place a buy, dummy buy, crude oil mini at 5903. So by any chance if the price of crude is actually to lift or pick, we'll actually be getting a buy somewhere at 5903. Okay, and this is not an actual trade I want to show you as per the logic, just for the sake of showing you how you place an order and stuff, so that next time when we're doing it, it'll be easier. So you see the rejection is coming in. So what is happening with crude every time it is touching this point? Always though we kind of actually see rejection kind of coming. Is this something once again validating our trading decision further? What do you think? Yes or no? So what do you guys kind of actually think about it? Come on guys, just let me know what do you kind of actually think about it? So when we see these kind of rejections coming in from the top, what does that we realize?
It is taking a resistance.
So these rejections that is actually happening is kind of once again validating our own decisions. Okay. So this is kind of actually just once again validating our decision to check out for short opportunities. So we were always interested in checking out for short opportunities. Now, though, this particular rejections, once again, like when we kind of actually see these rejections happening over and over again from these particular resistance level, it is actually a good sign. Why? Because already we were checking out for short opportunities. Now, again and again, when we see rejections, it is actually validating our decision of checking out for shorts again. Okay, so just see, we probably have to wait for some more time.
Hello, hi Harry.
Yeah, hi.
This can you show this in option? You can do some strategy, na? Like
Okay,
by diversifying the risk,
right.
you can show use some
I'll
strategy
show
and
you. I'll show you why not.
Yeah.
So let this be order just be like that. Just for the
Okay.
sake of showing you what the crude oil mini, I'll show you the actual crude manga only. Okay. So now let's say that you have a bearish view. You want to take a bearish side spread. Okay. So I'll show you how to do this with an option. Okay. So what is the strike right now? There's actually at
5 yeah.
5885. So I'll
Keep.
do something. I'll kind of consider buying the 5,900 put option in crude. Okay.
Mhm.
5,900 put option I'll buy and I'll sell the 5,800.
Yeah.
See what we could actually synthesize out of it as an option strategy. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is not the right time because for us to actually take a trade though, we need a bearish price action formation. We haven't got it yet. When we get the actual price action, we'll take a trade in futures. I'll tell you when I'm taking the actual trade. For now though, just for the sake of showing you. Okay, once again I'm mentioning.
Yeah.
So anyways,
Sure.
so 5,900 put you can actually go ahead buy. So here so you see 5,900 put. You can actually just buy this. Let's take it as a delivery position. Okay. So 5,900 put I'm buying. So it's placed. Now, along with this, I'll also sell the 5,800 put. So 5,800 put, I'll kind of actually sell. Once again, this is also
In call we have to sell, na? 5,000 in the call.
put man.
Okay.
So 5,800 put we kind of actually 5,900 put we bought with a bearish view. Then we sold the 5,800 put. We converted this into what we refer to as a debit bear put spread.
Bad put.
5,900 put we bought, and we sold the 5,800 put. So here though, when I sold this, my the premium that I paid was 264. Now when I'm selling this, the premium that I'm receiving is 218. So if I take a difference between the two, which is 264 minus 218, 46 points is what I effectively pay from my pocket. My maximum profit potential is 100 rupee. So that is 100 minus 46,
64.
54.
Yeah.
54 rupees is my maximum profit potential and my max loss potential is 46. Okay, so I'm risking 46 points trying to make 54 points profits. And I actually have time till the end of the, I have time till 17th April for my view to get right. That is, we have good enough time for our. So we have a good enough time for our view to get right. So right now we have done an option strategy over here. Okay. Let's see what is happening with crude. It's still showing some strong signs of rejections. Let's see how it takes up. Okay. Once we actually have a confirmation over there, then we can readily go for a shot. Okay. That is, once we have a bearish confirmation, we can go for a shot. See, again rejection coming in. As soon as we have a bearish price action formation, I can just go ahead with the trade comfortably. See, I hope we get the trade soon. So there is a inverted hammer rejection coming in. So I just wait for the confirmation over here. So if it is to drop below the previous candle's low, then we can go ahead with the short because stop loss at the high. Okay.
For watching this, you need to have 15-minute time frame or 5 minutes.
To be very honest, I look into the charts in the larger time frame because that keeps away the confusion to a great extent. Okay. On the other hand side, if I'm looking into it in the 5 minutes time frame, there is definitely going to be a lot of confusion out there. So larger the
use
always.
indicate anything.
Repeat again.
So you don't use any indicators or anything.
Okay, what indicator shall we use and how will it help us?
I mean EMAs, whatever
No need,
things.
man. Like we have the price, clean price in front of us, then what else do we need?
Okay, so basically you get the yeah, this OI reading only you do, or
So Indian markets, so we have a look at open interest and all these things, but when it kind of comes to crude, it is purely price risk reward ratios that we are trading.
okay.
Okay, because whatever you're going to look at the end of the day, you're going to lose money half of the times. So doesn't make sense for you to, what do you say, waste time.
Hari, one second, can you show this US oil USD chart and then the connection, the way you linked that Indian chart? Can you show once again?
Okay, you want to see the charts of USD.
US oil, and then you mark the level and you link the same to futures Indian chart. Can you show that process?
It's nothing big, man. See, US oil, whatever price action you see in US oil, and what you're going to see in Indian market is going to be the same mirror. Same only. The price action that I see in US oil, so Indian MCX, you can effectively take. We will get a trade now. You get a trade soon. So let's go ahead with a short right now. So now the price is kind of actually just breaking the previous candle's low. So if at all I want to take a short setup, I could consider going for a short, keeping my stop loss at the high. So that like considering, I can actually consider taking out a trade with my stop loss at the high. Once again, my target, something like this. So here, though, I can easily get a 102, even if the price is just to come down to 5810. So it could even come down to the next level over here. But even if it comes down to just 5820, we're still getting our desired risk reward. Okay. Just wait. We'll just take out a trade. Let's see.
But if you wait for the swing low to broke, there will not be any entry, no? Swing low.
Yeah, that's why I told you, like we are getting a different setup over here. No? We're getting
Okay.
something like an evening star over here with a bearish hammer rejection followed by a bearish follow-up candle. Aditya discussed evening star and all. No? So we'll just wait for a confirmation, wait for this candle to close, and then go ahead with the short. We're getting a bearish closing over here, and the low of this candle is getting broken. We can go ahead with a short. So here, if you have a look at it, something that we kind of actually realize is there is some sort of a good support coming in, the price is actually just picking up. Correct? So this is what why we kind of better wait for a confirmation, that is like we wait for the candle to close and then we take up a trade. So another 5 minutes and we could probably have a setup.
So only after closing this candle, we'll see to take.
Better
Yeah.
to do that way. Better to do that way. So sometimes when the risk is too less, I go ahead with the trade even before the candle closes. Sometimes when the risk is too less, but when the risk is actually higher, then I kind of actually just wait for the confirmation. Sometimes when the risk is too less, I just straight away go with the trade. I don't even wait for a confirmation. So here we had to wait for another 5 months. So let me tell you this. When I started this meeting, there were like 100 people. So I know we have only 83 people. So let me tell you, we have to wait good period of time. Okay. So when you want to take a trade, so you definitely have to wait. It's not that straight away you come and you get a trade just like that. So now if you have a look at the positions. So here, so this is the debit spread that we did. It's running at around 100 rupee profit, around 150 rupees. Sorry. This mini wala thing. Spending will cancel it for now. Or let it be. So any queries you have, you can feel free to ask because we probably will have to wait for some more time. Just let me know any queries you have.
So you actually don't put any kind of chart patterns or anything.
The chart patterns, what do you want me to put? You tell me that.
Like I said, wedge, head and shoulder or anything. But that is what I was.
Isn't that already visible to you? So what pattern can you refer this to us? Can I call this as a double top?
Yeah, in 5 minutes it might be double top.
So if somebody wants, you can actually refer to this as a double top. But the honest question is, do you want to define it that way? Because at the end of the day, all the double top, triple bottom, head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder, all these things just sums down or just comes down to normal support and resistance. So why do you want to?
Right. So in Nifty also you do the same thing.
What?
In Nifty also you follow the same thing, like in the sense no chart patterns, only support and resistance.
Whatever you are seeing, this double top, all these patterns, everything I'm looking at. What I'm trying to ask you is, at the end of the day, these are all levels only, na? See, at the end of the day, you have actually kind of said that, okay, why are we not kind of looking at the double pattern, double top? We are looking at who said that we are not looking at it? We are definitely looking at it. So we really don't want to mark it down and say that, okay, this is a double pattern or double top. We don't really want to do that. See, when we were kids, we used to write A for apple, B for ball, correct? So now when you're writing something, do you say that, okay, A for apple? No, you don't do that because you're already familiar with it. So same thing, the levels of these things are already visible to us. So when you're getting started, yeah, fine, it would definitely probably help you, but I don't think you shall be, see guys, like at the end of the day, it's all about managing your risk and reward. So everything else is just something that you use to comfort yourself. Now, somebody was asking about indicators. So, if using indicators is improving your performance, go ahead and use it. But at one point in time, you will realize that you use indicators or you don't use anything, your results are the same because this is not something that is in our hand. Correct. So, then you stop using indicators. So at the end of the day, it's all about you. What you feel comfortable with. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
No problem.
So now again we have some sort of a rejection coming in another 2 minutes. So probably in another 2 minutes time we get a trade. We can definitely wait for this candle's closing. See how strong or weak the candle is looking like, and then we go ahead.
Sir, when we watch the level, do we get the retest entries or?
We could, that depends. Now, let's say the price has fallen down a lot, then we probably had to wait for a retest to take out our short. Else, though, we need not. There's another minute for this candle to close. And I also told you that whenever there is a move happening, the ideal movement that we can actually expect is like max to max 100 points. So if at all you can definitely feel that the risk associated with the trade that you have to take is like going to be more than 100 points, then there is actually no point. Risk associated with trade is more than 50 points. Then logically it doesn't make sense for you to pursue that particular opportunity. Okay. So let's see how much would be the risk if at all we want to take this short. This could be around 30 points. It's fine. For us to catch a 1:2, something like this, we need it. So I hope you guys understand like why we have been so adamant that we'll check out for shorts. Okay, so the candle has basically closed. So I will check out for shorting it somewhere near 5870. That is almost near the current trading price only. We place a limit sell order for crude, and this time we'll trade it in futures profit. So crude will just place a sell order at 5870. 5870 intraday this time because we don't want to take it overnight. Place a sell order at 5870, and we'll keep a stop loss order for ourselves at this particular high that corresponds to around 5903. That is will be a stop loss buy order. Crude oil, place a buy. At 5903. Yeah, so that is basically a stop loss buy. The place our stop loss buy order also. We are kind of actually there. So the order is actually currently pending because the price I think slipped down a little bit. Okay, so our order is slightly pending. Oh my god. Okay, our order is actually pending because soon after we placing an order, the price actually just fell down a little bit now. But if there is a pullback happening, for sure we are getting an entry. It's fine. We can actually just wait. Now, don't tell me that we waited this much time and the order is just going to leave without taking us. We'll just wait, guys. It's fine. We have to be patient. Repeat again.
Sir, after marking all these levels, we can downgrade the time frame, right?
Yeah, you can. So, for example, see whatever. See, I'll tell you like the shorter time frame you look at, you'll have more stress. Larger the time frame that you look into, you'll have less stress. Okay.
We'll get access to this Discord or
No. Like this is actually exclusive for community members. That is like people who are a little bit more, what do you say, on the advanced side. Okay. So my team, you can actually just get in touch with my team for any queries. So here though, we'll just wait for a pullback wala thing, and definitely we're going to get it. So let's just wait. So if I just have a look at the pending orders, the orders are still pending. So the option strategy that we did, look at this. So the option spread that you did is at a profit of around 200 rupees. Okay. Now the arbitrage is giving some decent profit, I think. Where is it? Natural gas. One side we are making around 2.5 lakh loss. The other side we are making around 2.64 lakh profit. Okay. The arbitrage.
Hi, Hari. I have a question.
Yeah, hi Manju. Please tell me.
Hi. So why 5,840 can't be the support? Any
Why?
particular reason? What I see, there is an hammer which has been forming.
This definitely this could be a support. Yeah. What you're saying is why can't this be a support? Yeah, this is also a support. Totally agree with that.
Okay, so this can be a support, right?
Yeah,
So my
this
understanding is
can
correct.
be a support. This is a support. This is a support. I'm not saying this can be a support. It's a support for sure.
Okay.
Okay. So what we have
So
actually
if it breaks, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, what we have actually done for ourselves is we have actually set up a trade in such a manner that we are looking out for a 1:2 risk reward ratio logic. So by any chance if the prices to come in our favor, we are capable of capturing twice of what we are putting at stake if at all we are to go wrong. Fine.
Okay.
So now
So if that 840 breaks, then there is a further fall. That's what we are expecting.
That is what we are anticipating.
Okay, and that's why we are catching that. I mean, if it falls and we want to catch that, that's why we have set the risk reward ratio to 1:2.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So here, if I'm to look at it, we see that our sell order has been filled. Crude. Where is it? So 580, I sold it. Currently it is trading at 5865. We are running at a small profit of 500 rupee. Okay. 600 rupee. So we are in the trade right now. Now the stop loss is kept here and this trade will actually run. So guys, like right now the time is 9:20 and I think it is time for me to have my dinner, all those stuff. Okay. This trade is going to take some time. Okay. So I think what I'll do is, my God, who the hell is coming? Yeah. Yeah. So what I think is I'll take a break and I'll actually update you what happens with the trade. So I hope this logic is clear. So I'll take some Q&A from your side right now, because if we wait to close the trade though, I think I'll have to sit till 11. Okay, you go ahead and ask me some questions.
Actually, one person asked, right? So why can't the support be 5,840? But that if you see, that is a wick of the candle, right? Whether the wick of the candle can be considered as a support or only the close you have to consider.
Obviously, the wick of the candle can be considered to be the support. Obviously. See, here though, see, its support and resistance are actually defined by identifying price points from where the stock prices bounces up or it falls down. Okay, we identify price points from where the stock price actually bounces up or it kind of actually falls down, and those are what we refer to as support and resistance levels. Okay, so if you ask me to define support and resistance levels, it is practically impossible. But here though, I see that there has been earlier the price facing rejection from here, correct? So this could potentially be the old resistance that is later on converted to our new support. Old resistance converts to the new support and vice versa.
Okay.
You can look at it that way. Okay,
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, so yeah, I'll take the next question. From the bottom, I'll take now. How much capital is used for 4K profit in arbitrage? Capital, though, I think deployed in this case was not 4K, I think it is more than that. The arbitrage profit currently is around more than 6K, no? So arbitrages are risk-free trades. I think around it is around some 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 2.5 lakhs. Is usually in stock when we go for option, we will buy CE or PE, but here you
You
said
leave this to expiry or what? This
this is an arbitrage, no? No, I'll exit before. Usually in stock, when we go for option, we will buy. That is your misunderstanding about options, my friend. Your understanding is wrong. Okay. But here you sell. That's what we refer to as an option strategy. Okay. So if you think that options is just about buying call or put, your understanding is wrong. So when you do it as a spread, that is what we refer to as an option strategy. You have a combination of options being traded. You are not regular buyer and seller difference. I think your question is not specific. Stop loss value, I already showed it. It's already there on the chart also. How much capital is used for? Okay, I answered that. Usually in stock, when we go for buy, okay. As your understanding is wrong, Jagadish. So same questions are repeating, my God. Why you do not place alerts? I'm sitting in front of the screen and showing you. Why do you want me to put an alert? How much capital is you? Okay. Trading needs patience. Yeah, trading needs a hell lot of patience. It gets solved immediately. It's not necessary every day. Yeah, every day you will not get a trade. Bigger the time frame, the better it is always. Yeah, yes. Okay. So in a specific days, see, crude kind of actually can get really volatile when there are some events, that announcements, all those things coming in. But honestly speaking, I really don't look into all those things because we are playing with risk reward ratios, and half of the trades I'm going to take anyways, it is going to fail. Can you explain on what basis did you enter and place a stop loss? It was purely based on swing levels. We'll also be discussing a rule-based system tomorrow. So this is one of the discretionary systems that I follow. Tomorrow, so we can actually have a look at a rule-based system. And I'll also show you how to make use of a mobile application for trading tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow, so we'll see that. Okay.
do you usually trail the stop losses?
Yeah. So when we're trading multiple lots, yeah, we trail. So guys, any queries you have, feel free to ask me.
Hari, any particular book that we should refer?
I think I have shared with you some things on your WhatsApp, right? That's more than
right.
Just go through.
Today afternoon you had shared.
Just go through that. That's enough.
Okay, thank you.
And then do something. Just have your skin in the game. That is like start doing this ASAP. Tomorrow, though, I'll kind of give you some tips also to get started off. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. See, because like whatever you're going to do, half of your trades are going to fail.
What is the expiry of crude oil? Is it like the last Thursday of every month itself?
Not actually. So the future contract we are trading is 19th April.
Okay.
Okay.
And for options, it is 17th April, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool, guys. So I think I'll take a break for now. Can we use limit buy or sell or buy order at? Yeah, you can use. Up to you.
क्रूड वाले है ना
हाँ.
उस न्यूज़ कैसा चेक कर सकते हैं?
न्यूज चेक करने के लिए आपको एक साइट है oilprice.com. ये बहुत यूजफुल है. ये साइट यूज करो. माय गॉड, व्हाट इज दिस? आपको ट्विटर यूज कर सकता है और oilprice.com यूज कर सकता है. दोनों अच्छा साइट से. oilprice.com अच्छा वेबसाइट है न्यूज चेक करने के लिए.
न्यूज़ बेस्ड ट्रेडिंग होता है क्या?
न्यूज बेस्ड ट्रेडिंग होता है तो सबको पैसा बना सकता है ना. The news is not in our hands. only thing that is going to be in your hands is your risk management skills. Everything else मोह माया होता है, ठीक है? सब कुछ मोह माया होता है. आपका आपका हाथ में क्या है वो आप उस पर ध्यान दे दो, ठीक है? आपका सेटअप, आपका रिस्क मैनेजमेंट स्किल्स. क्योंकि let me tell you, let me be very honest with you. When I was getting started with trading, I used to think, okay, this strategy will make me money, that strategy will make me money. So now also let me tell you, you need not follow what I discuss with you. Whatever I am discussing with you, you need not follow. You can figure out something for yourself and you can actually trade by yourself. Only make sure that your risk reward अच्छा है. आपका risk reward अच्छा होता है तो आपको जरूर पैसा बना सकता है. लेकिन हम ऐसा सोचता है कि न्यूज से पैसा बनाता है, ये इंडिकेटर से पैसा बनाता है, ये ऐप को सब्सक्राइब किया तो मैं पैसा बना सकता है, ऐसा हम सोचता है.
क्या है पोजीशन डालता है ना,
हाँ.
कुछ न्यूज आ जाता है, बिग फॉल आता है, बिग गैप अप गैप डाउन हो जाता है ना, उसके लिए पूछ.
ठीक है यार. इस लाइक आप कितना साल का हो? लाइक व्हाट इज योर एज?
एज 34.
You're 34. Are you married?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So let's kind of actually say that you wanted to take up a trade. Or so let's kind of actually say that you wanted to go for a job, or you want to take up a job. Okay. So when you wanted to go for a job, your family, that is your parents, your wife, everybody is supporting you. Okay. That is good for you. But you decided to go for the job in the first place, correct? You are the one who decided to go for the job, not your family or your wife. But now when your family and wife is supporting you, you are more confident in going ahead with the job, correct?
Yes.
When you're 34. But what if you are 50 or you're 45? Now you want to go for a job. Will you even listen to your family and wife? You won't even care about them, right?
Yes.
So same thing. So here news also, okay, maybe you had taken a short trade and you see a negative news. This will make you happy because you feel that the market will actually fall further. But at some point in time, you'll kind of actually get this sort of a feeling that you really don't care about what others say, or you really don't care about what news is saying, nothing. So that is what I told you. When you're getting started, maybe you'll be like, okay, this news is helping you, all those stuff. But at one point in your life, you'll realize that nothing is helping you.
Okay.
So I don't think so news will really help, but still if you want to have a look at news, look at oilprice.com. This is just for figuring out what is happening around you. But if you ask me, can I make money with this? The answer is no. Okay.
निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी में न्यूज ग्लोबल न्यूज चेक करके करता है.
Same answer for all your questions related to news. It will help you. So tomorrow market is crashing. You want to know why did the market crash? So for example, Hindenburg issue. Okay. So Hindenburg announcement came. Adani issue. Hindenburg announcement. When did it come? कब आया announcement? कब आया था? Market open करने के बाद या previous दिन में भी आया?
अदानी का.
हाँ, अदानी का न्यूज़ कब आया था? मार्केट अवर्स में आया या प्रीवियस नाइट में आया?
प्रीवियस.
आप आपको न्यूज़ पता था, आप मनी बनाया, पैसा बनाया उस न्यूज़ से? No, right? It was a big news. It was actually there in every media. Everybody was sharing this on social media. How many people made money? So now you ask yourself, can money be made based on news?
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
So don't waste your time after news thinking that you can make money out of it. Yeah, you can actually validate your trading decisions further, but making money with news is not something that maybe if you're already on a short trade, let's say I'm already short on crude. Now there is something bearish associated with crude coming out. I can be happy that I'm short on crude. That's it. I can stick on more confidently with the trade that I take. That's it. But just based on the negative news, I don't think we should take a trade. Okay. So I'll take a break for now. I think it's time for me to wind up. So you guys have a great day ahead. I'll update you whatsoever happens with this particular trade. At the moment, as you can actually see, this is what has actually happened to the positions. So as far as our strategy is kind of concerned, the short position is actually making us some small profits. I shorted with just one lot over here. That is like around 1,500 rupees profit. Okay, God, where is my margin? Okay, just a second. And as far as where did my margin go? Just a second. Yeah. So a small profit of 1,500. Now, as far as our option strategy is concerned, it is showing me a loss, but this will actually normalize to profit because market has fell down. Okay, it is in a profit of around 100 rupees, 200 rupees, something like that. Arbitrage is also in profit at this particular point in time. So this stop loss order, I'll keep it. The other crude oil mini order, I'm just canceling it because I don't want to do this now. Okay, I'll just cancel this order. So stop loss order is the only thing that we have pending for now. So let it run. So we are running at around 20 points gain at the moment. Okay. So have a great day, guys. I'll update you what happens. So take care. Bye. And I think I answered to all of your queries. Thank you.
Sir, I have one question, just one question. Is it okay to take naked option calls?
I won't prefer doing it. It's up to you. If you want to trade in intraday, you can do it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So here though somebody asked me how to show something like an option spread. That is the reason I showed that. I'll just square it off. I don't want to do it. Okay. Thank you.